and it comes your way. Next.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker has 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And taken right at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be upended here after after a pickup of 3, getting out to the 25. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion right is Watkins. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. In motion right is Watkins. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to run now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Elliott, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on third down.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel. With his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Eagles at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he'll get in. He's over for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out as they have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those,
look, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Oh, good move. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
it feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Elliott He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He's certainly... chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Sonic in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. To try again after the sack. Pickett looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The former Nittany Lion, Pat Freiermuth, ready to begin another drive with the rest of this offense.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
He's got a man complete. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. 1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some space here.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now Pickett.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much every... in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Pickett back to the air on second down.
Then he drops it incomplete. The struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
Down inside the 10.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 42 yards.
Take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. From the 6. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
He'll get this to Elliott.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get that for a sack.
Pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. It's a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Alex Highsmith,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
18 and 11. Max, Panther 11.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Miles Boykin from 13 yards out.
Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, what a move. They find some open field here. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, for the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A handoff left, Elliott. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Drop 50, drop 50. Come back in, come back in. Left side 19.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Bearing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Throwing is Hurts.
Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder if a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd and 9. Pickett. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Pickett now from the gun here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Smith, the man in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Smith will come in motion right. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Pickett now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. After the pick six, here's Pickett to try again. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pickett right back to the air again.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack on first down, Pickett. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the foot. It's up past the 20-yard line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Another try for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Third down one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and you're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
With a catch made by Johnson.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
That's good for an Eagles.
has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. One final shot for Pickett. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. Time is run out now on this game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced